guys, so I have a fun video today. Actually, a few of you recommended that I do a worst packaging product video, and since I really like rants, I thought I'd take advantage of it. So I've got a few products, actually a lot of products I think just have ridiculous, obnoxious packaging. So the first one I'm going to start out, I actually have a paper towel when I'm holding it. That is the Mizon Nourishing Cleansing Oil, and it's cleansing oil in a tube. But anytime you actually like set it down this way, it leaks. And if you lay it down, it leaks. So I actually I was storing it in my bathroom like this, propped behind 100 bottles. But when we did another video in the bathroom, we moved it. So anyway, it just leaks continually. I better hurry up and finish this because it'll be empty soon. So anyway, I don't know. Ridiculous. I like the idea of it, but in practice, it's not practical. Okay, next up. So I know they have changed this bottle numerous times. This is the Allies of Skin Vitamin C. Actually, the very first time I bought this, the pump didn't work at all. So I actually I think I bought it from Derm Store back then, and they just sent me a replacement, which was awesome. And then I sent my bottle out to a friend, and she was able to get use out of it. But anyway, this one just doesn't dispense well. So I know they changed it to a dropper bottle, and now they've got another bottle that they're using. But anyway, I don't know. When you're charging $120, you'd think you get the packaging right the first time or the second time. But now we're on the third time. Okay, next up. This isn't specifically about this product in and of itself, but products like it. Anything that has a dual dispensing pump is almost always going to be a nightmare. Clinique did it. This brand did it, which is CosRX. The Skin Medica Essential Serum is like this, but it's almost impossible to get two of these to dispense at the same time, the same amount. They just never work well. A lot of times they'll have like a little pinhole on the bottom where you can push the dispenser up. This one doesn't have it. The Skin Medica one did because I had problems with it. But anyway, these are always tricky. And I think you can tell in this bottle that this serum level is down here and this one's up here because it doesn't dispense equally. Okay, the Inky List hair care products are all packaged terribly. The worst is this bond repair treatment. This spray, I swear to God, I've broken my nail on this so many times because it is so hard to push down. I mean, you can see how I'm pushing, nothing comes out. I mean, I've broken so many nails on this. Thankfully, it's at about here. It's almost empty, and I'll never repurchase it again. And the rest of the hair care line was packaged terribly. For products that are supposed to be applied at the scalp, and then you have this weird pump up. It was just ridiculous. I don't know. I guess sometimes cheap is cheap for a reason. Okay, this is another brand. So at first I thought this was a one-off, but it's not. The Timeless Vitamin C products. My first few bottles did not leak, and everyone else was saying theirs was leaking, but I finally got a new bottle of their 10%. It leaks. So this is going to be impossible to travel with because by the time you get anywhere, it'll be empty. So thankfully it's not leaked, but I can say the product, it's probably down to here because a lot of it just leaked out. Annoying, and I don't know how they can't fix it because this has been going on for their bottles. I'm sure a lot of you will comment that you've had this problem for a while, and I just noticed it now. But okay, another one. Tatcha. This is just a monstrosity of a package. I don't really have a problem with it, but when the actual amount in here is so small and most of it's just packaging, that's annoying to me. Another thing that's kind of annoying, I get it. Okay, so this is the Core Organics. They also did this in eye cream. So this is another freaking giant monstrosity of a packaging. Their purpose is that you can reuse it and refill it. If you take this out, you can refill it, but I'm curious how many people actually repurchase moisturizers that often. Because I'll say a lot of moisturizers are products I'll use one time and not repurchase. A lot of them I will repurchase, but generally more often than not, I don't repurchase them. So this is a giant monstrosity. Maybe I can resell this after I'm done with this, the packaging, so then someone can just buy the refill. But it's a freaking, I mean, how are you going to travel? This is just ridiculous. I don't know. It's a monstrosity. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, next up. CosRX Snail Cream. This is a terrible package for this goopy, gooey product. A squeeze bottle would be better. A metal tube would be better. Almost anything is better than this because anytime you open it up, it's just a goopy freaking mess. So what I do is I put a spatula in there. and I keep it in there so it wastes less. But this is just a messy, disgusting packaging for this product. I don't know. Whatever. This is the Ulta Md Silver Gel, which is supposed to be used for small areas like wounds or post-acne areas, things like that. Anywhere where contamination or bacteria can be a problem. But this bellow packaging is just obnoxious. It's impossible to store anywhere. I'm sure there's a reason it's in something like a bellow, because once you squeeze down, the product comes out. But it's just obnoxious. I don't know. Now I'm just ranting to rant. But I'm good at ranting because I love it. Another one, at least this is glass, so it's going to be recycled. But the Glow Recipe ones, these are just not very fun to store. They're heavy. The glass is gigantic. The actual product in here is way littler than the bottle. It's annoying to me. Okay, this is the PCA. They have got a few products. This is their Skin Clarity. What I don't like, actually, I like this packaging mostly, but what I don't like is if you don't use it for a day or two, the little amount that's in this nozzle gets hardened and it's a waste. Let's see when the last time I used this was. Oh, it's actually gel. But if I let this sit for 2 or 3 days, the first pump is just garbage, dried up, hard, solid liquid. Thankfully, I did use this a couple days ago, so... But if you let it sit for more than 2 days, it's useless. The first pump is just a waste. It's garbage. Another thing, this sunscreen is actually a pretty good sunscreen, but to package a sunscreen in a jar, I just find it strange. That's all. Sunscreen in a jar, the second you open it, it's exposed to, I mean, I hate jars in general, but especially for sunscreen, I don't know. But it's a good sunscreen, so there you go. One more thing that's annoying, the Niode voicemail mask, which I actually really like the product. This is just the worst way to dispense it because it's gooey. You know what it reminds me of? Cooking with molasses. When you pour the little bit out of the tube and then you screw the tube back on and then it crusts into like a permanent solid thing that you can't unscrew. I don't know. I don't cook that often, but you can tell I've used molasses, so I've got that going for me. One other thing that's annoying, eyeshadow palettes with a round top. Oh, sorry. Eyeshadow palettes with a round top like this, so you can't stack them really. Like you can't stack them. Like I love to stack stuff because I buy too much. Anything with a round top makes it so you can't stack it. And then it has to always be at the top of the stack, and then you can't stack more on it. That's annoying to me. Anyway, that's my rant for today. I don't know. I feel much better for the day. I don't know. Herbivore was all over TikTok yesterday, apparently. Or a couple days ago. So I'm all worked up about that too. But anyway, I feel a little bit better about this. And screw Herbivore. And their purple water. Anyway, okay. I feel much better. I'm interested what packages you find terrible. I don't know. Leave a comment. There's a lot of them that are just weird. Wasteful. I mean, I guess if you refill this, it's not a waste. But anyway, whatever. Anyway, at least some of these were glass. So at least you can recycle them. But anyway. Okay, those are my thoughts. Leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. And I will see you more tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.